Today we're going to finish up the floor bottom. I've got my helper here. Let's be honest, she's really the project manager. Or the CFO. The CFO. I think we'll go with the CFO. Now that my floor box is in, I can get this whole bottom all painted. And Arvo's found a nice shady spot underneath while he waits to have his ball thrown. So I've got this all sealed up. I sealed up all the joints with some caulk. And then what I'm gonna do is use this exterior paint that I got for 15 bucks at the Miss Mix at Ace. And I'm gonna mix it the easy way with this guy. This seems like it's way too thick, but I'm gonna go with it. Feels like a layer of cement. Kind of suspect it's been sitting in the shelf for a while. This is definitely really thick. It's almost like cement, but I just read you can thin it with clean water. So I put a little bit of water in and see if that helps. That stuff was really thick. I thinned it quite a bit with water and it came on a little bit better, but this will all be covered with that underlayment. Weather is changing. It's getting colder this week. We've actually had to have a fire in our wood stove. So the view isn't that great today, but we're still gonna work on some stuff. Poor Arvo, he's ready. It's too wet. So it's been a couple of days since I've put the paint onto the bottom of this, so it's all cured and it has flattened out quite a bit. There are still some kind of chunkier spots, but today we are going to get the RV underlayment on the bottom of this and get the zip tape on and get it all sealed up. What I need to do is cut a hole in the middle here where my floor box is at, and not just a hole but like an X to make this fit through. And then I will fold this back and spray the adhesive here and then lay this down in the middle and then fold this side back and spray this side in, and the floor box will get zip taped up. All right, all the underlayment is on. I did get some creases here and there. It's kind of rough up towards this way with some of these creases. All right, well, I used a whole roll of zip tape, and I had one little issue right here. I was trying to reposition this, and this stuff does stick really well to this underlayment. I was trying to reposition it, and it tore this up. So what I'm gonna do is get another roll of this zip tape and just put another seam out around here. I'm a little bit concerned about how there's some seams and creases through here. I hope in the long term it'll be okay. Maybe in the long term this will all be zip tape on the bottom. All right, so this has been the hardest part for me so far, is putting this underlayment on, and I'm not the happiest with it of how it's come out, but I think it's going to work. Had a couple of issues just getting it lined up really well for before the glue sets is tough. This never really attached and it adhered. I know it's gonna be there because I put it together. Even like right here, this is kind of tight. Maybe that will end up pulling some of these creases out. So I need to reseal all of this, and I ran out of this zip tape stuff. So I found some other stuff. It's by Zycor, and I just got it at my local hardware store. It was $32 for a 75-foot roll. And I think that stuff was like, it was on the whatever was on Amazon. And it was like maybe 15, 16 bucks for quite a bit less. But I think this stuff is gonna work even better. It's probably overkill, but I've got a lot of it here. Well, I'd say that is sealed up really nice and tight. This stuff is really, really thick. More of an asphalt type adhesive too. I'm actually considering throwing in a line of this Vicor right here, since this will be sitting on the frame when it vibrates, that it won't vibrate through that. So I'm probably gonna do that. Well, I'm gonna finish this up and then we will get this flipped over here shortly. Well, I have just enough of this leftover flashing tape stuff to make a border around the bottom of the trailer. All right, so now we got the tape on and we're going to flip the whole thing over. You ready?
Yeah. I think we might have to do it outside if it's gonna hit.
Just enough room. That's 5 feet.
Okay.
Wear your gloves. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's lay on it.
Okay.
See how it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got plenty of room. One last thing to do before this whole floor is completed and ready to be bolted in is to cut out the floor table. Well, that turned out really well. I like how in through here you can see a bit of the Baltic birch on the edges, and then the little detail here of the table support, and it's really nice and sturdy. Oh yeah, I decided I'm gonna get a new tool that'll help me cut out these pieces and some other pieces too. And it's gonna go right over here.